gaff. Zen Hotel. Staying in, I mean, this is meant to be a junior suite. It's probably not as fancy as I was expecting from the pictures, to be fair, but can't complain. It's literally where we were working all the time last time. It's like a co-work gaff and a gym downstairs. So I just got a room here for like 9 days until I go to the villa, which was already booked. So it's probably way too convenient, but yeah, works pretty well. Slot in nicely. Wouldn't say it feels like a fucking 5-star hotel like it's meant to be, but decent enough, can't complain. Feels weird being back here after 3 months. Back in the goo for a while, back in Canggu, eh? Cozy little setup, Zen suite for 10 days. Co-work gaff is down there, which is probably too convenient. Body Factory where I train with the ice bath and shit is over there. Gonna go there shortly. This shot reminds me distinctly of my 2018 vlogs when I was about 3 stone heavier and sounded way more northern, which I noticed the other day watching them back. So I might have to link some of them here so people know what the fuck I'm talking about, but go look at my old channel, which is linked in the bio of all these videos if you are remotely interested. But yeah, it's a cozy little setup, beautiful weather, very peaceful. Need a haircut real bad, need to get in the gym. Might fast for like 2 days or some shit. Been eating some crap food in Dubai, which is not ideal. But yeah, this reminds me of a going homes day 2018 so much. Yeah, it's lit. You get cameraman included for like 100 quid. Fucking bit of BTS, eh? Yes. I started doing BTS on these pods.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Bit of B-roll. Are we ripping that one or what?
I just put notifications off. That's the real question.
Just muted.
Just filmed a pod with Tristan,
What's up?
who apparently moved to Bali because he watched my fucking pod, basically. So that's pretty full circle.
Yeah.
This is episode 1 of his pod in his cozy little villa.
It's nice, huh?
Very nice little setup. This is how you do it. Drop out of. Did you drop out of school or what?
No, I dropped out of uni after 3 months.
And then came to Bali.
And yeah, that was like a year and a half after I first had to get over that like angst and like scary mindset. But then I quit my job and came to Bali.
And what do you do now?
And now I run my agency where I help with content and organic social media, and I'm building my brand on the side, like bootstrapping it. But
Sick.
the agency's keeping me afloat. So
Very
that's basically
cool.
what I'm doing. Being able to do this stuff, right?
Living the dream.
Yeah.
And he cold approached a girl, and now he's got his girlfriend living with him. And she's 5 years older than him because he's a fucking player.
Would you do it? Cold approach.
I've never been good enough at that. You've got more game than me.
I think I just don't give enough shits in social situations sometimes. I'm just like, what is the worst thing that can happen, you know? A rejection? It's like...
Yeah, very true, very true. Right, I'll link Tristan's channel down below.
Yeah.
Go and fucking watch that. And if you're like him, drop out and move to Bali. Good advice.
Do it.
We don't want to cover your face with your arm.
Yeah, that's alright.
Do a little BTS behind the episodes now.
Yeah, it's good. Maybe check this here.
Jordan Smythe on the Midnight Pod. Yeah, that's fine, honestly.
This is really good.
This is way better than I have back home, so I wouldn't worry.
Camera duanya paling agak lebih wide lagi yang itu.
On the Merlot, of course.
lebih wide, berarti kelihatan dua-duanya. Masih.
This place is literally a compound. That's a room. That's a room. This is my room. It's more like a little magician's hut. Some bullshit. So much crooked stuff around here. It's kind of creepy actually. This place is fucking mad. Fucking diving board, which I'll be going off later on. It's the biggest place I've ever stayed at. It's like an actual compound. Looks like it's designed for mystical mushroom trips. This is one room. Place is like a fucking mystical, mysterious compound. BTS. Whole place is so crooked. It's like something from fucking that film Midsummer. Have to have some cake, eh? I just went up on the fucking diving board.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do a little jump there. Actually, not yet.
Let's get a little bit here and there. I've had Bali belly for 2 days, 3 days. We're getting treated with the fucking IV drip. I fucking hate needles. Dock the journey with a pretty different background for once. This is fucking front-facing camera, so I have no idea what it looks like. Hold on. Cozy villa setup. As you've probably seen if you follow my shit Instagram stories. This reminds me of the Marbella episode. It feels like it's become a tradition to... The camera should be here, fuck. That's confusing. It's become a tradition to wander around the place I'm in and do an episode when I'm staying in a dirty villa. This is like a fucking witch resort or some shit. Let me get a dirty thumbnail. Second Bali haircut's holding up, not too bad. Wait. Sorry, this is probably shit content as usual. I'm literally just getting a thumbnail, I'll probably cut this out. Dock the Journey, episode 43, I think. Gonna walk around the fucking wizard grounds of this place, probably be very distracted and say nothing of substance as usual. But yeah, second to last day, penultimate day in Bali after a 2.5 week trip, which was semi-planned. And as I mentioned on a previous episode, and then a week in Dubai. So I've been away 3.5 weeks, which is actually the longest I've been away in a fucking very long time. And it's definitely got to the point where I'm very excited to go back. Oh, who lives here? There's all these witch huts and shit. He's not approving of me. All right. Sorry. That's a bedroom. That's a bedroom. That's a massive fat bedroom. Yeah, we're staying in like a fucking whimsical witch spec, kind of creepy, massive resort called Villa, resort-esque villa called Puri Angsa. If you've ever been Canggu, check it out. But yeah, fuck, am I doing a full tour? Penultimate day, get to the point where I'm keen to go back, but I'm also very aware, as I've mentioned in previous videos, I think one specifically in Mykonos, like 9 months ago, that grass is always greener. And I'm certainly very aware of that for myself. When I'm in London, I don't want to be there, particularly in winter and spring and that time of year. And then when I'm in Bali, I want to go back and have more routine and all that, which is probably just human nature and certainly my nature. That's a diving pool. Sorry, not a diving pool, a diving board for this pool, which is like 3 meters deep. So yeah, there's that. I guess this time away, especially the last 6 days, which was originally like my holiday that was planned after the Dubai and extra Bali bit, which was kind of just working abroad because it was Jack's birthday in Dubai, and then I extended the Bali trip because I was already halfway there. So yeah, the last few days have felt kind of holiday-esque, but I'm just going to be repeating myself at this point. It always makes me sound like a miserable cunt, but I just get to the point where when I am working, I think you're lying to yourself if you say you're working 100% when you don't have a full base somewhere. If I was here for 3 months and had a villa and a big screen with a bunch of guys doing similar shit, that'd be slightly different. Obviously now, well, not obviously, but on this trip, I was in a hotel by myself for 10 days working in a co-work gaff. And then the last 6 days I've been with mates and their girlfriends and shit, which has been more distracting for obvious reasons. But yeah, I kind of getting to the point after 3.5 weeks where I feel sort of guilty for being here, like I should probably leave. Oh hey, we've got a feature in this little vlog. So yeah, what was I saying? Get so distracted when random people walk. I can never do the daily vlogging thing, fucking hell. This little witch hut as well. It's like a full-on witch courtyard at the end of this gaff. Let me put this here for a second to see what this is saying. A few locations here. Yeah, I get to the end of a trip when I just think it's a good time to go back. I mean, it comes down to what I've said a billion times. I think it's better to work monk mode-esque, maybe not monk mode, because I've never really done that, and then have an actual holiday, for me at least, rather than trying to do the whole nomad thing anymore, unless I was to fully flip the script and go live in Bali for 3 months or something, which I think the past 2 trips have confirmed that I don't want to do that, which is probably good. Let me change this angle. And I still think, ultimately, for now, oh God, I do need a trim. London is a better place for me, especially in summer. I rate it in spring and summer, sort of April, or maybe May now, isn't it? May, June, July, August, September, bit of October. Probably 5 months is fair to say. I really like London in that period. Yeah, I've mentioned thinking about moving to Dubai, etc. Not so sure. But yeah, that's my ramblings on location. Probably makes no sense. I'm not planning what I'm saying in this video and I'm fucking got sunstroke. Work-wise, the one thing I have realised is I've actually built a pretty decent business now, especially with the recent MD hire, which was 6 weeks ago, because I haven't found myself panicking that I'm not in the same time zone. It's more just log on. We've built a lot of systems recently, which has been very good. You know, built across Slack, Google Drive, and Monday, which, you know, people use Notion, whatever, same shit. So that's been good. That has definitely, I suppose this trip has proven to me that building systems, which I wasn't very good at before, but hiring someone to do that and run a lot of the business and allow me to think and work on more creative shit is definitely paying off, because yeah, stuff's been moving. We just had a record month in April, which is nice, going the right way. Yeah, whereas in the past, I feel like I have to be in the trenches way more. I'm still very much in the trenches, and I'll always say that until I probably fucking sell the business and make a shitload of money, but it's a different sort of trenches, I guess. It's more just stressing about things and planning things rather than physically working 12 hours a day, no matter where I am. So that's been nice. The fuck do I want to talk about in this episode? yeah, I guess the other thing, I've definitely got to the age and self-awareness where, and I've noticed the opposite in some of my friends or people in my circle that I won't name. So I actually, the more I relax, the more I realise I don't want to relax and I want to fucking become the best in the world at something, whatever that is. I'm not saying I'm ever going to be capable of becoming the best in the world or something, but it's a funny thing I've realised. I'm going to have all the villa people in the background. So yeah, whether that's running a marathon, oh yes, okay, so my point there is, I spent like I drank 10 days in a row, which for me is fucking insane. I just don't feel good. My physique's gone to shit. I mean, I say that exaggerating, but drank 10 days in a row. I've been training, but just eating shit food because I haven't been disciplined with it. I've been out with people every night. And I realised I don't like that version of myself, even if it's on holiday, because, I don't know, it's fine for a while, but best I felt about myself, I think, ever, was like 9 months ago when I felt like I was shredded, making a lot of business progress. I guess that was kind of monk mode in a way. So yeah, I'm just very self-aware that I'm not someone that wants to have a simple, peaceful life. I'd much rather have a stressful, purposeful life, which gave me meaning, at least be in a position where I feel like I'm becoming the best version of me. I don't know, not in an arrogant way, but I just feel, fucking hell, I'm walking onto the diving board. That would be a good end shot, wouldn't it? Yeah, I just feel like, I just know I've got a lot of potential and a lot of stuff, and I don't feel like I've even scratched the surface yet, which is, some people say, probably a lot of people say that's incredibly arrogant or whatever, but I just know I do, and I feel like when I'm not working towards that head down, while I might feel happier or more pleasure filled in the moment, I just doesn't feel like the right thing for me to do and what me to be doing, where I've got other friends that have made a bit of money and whatever, more money than me, I will add, and they feel like they've kind of said to me, oh, I've noticed it, they just want to take the foot off the gas a little bit. Whereas I feel like the absolute opposite right now. Like I want to announce like I'm some big athlete, announce like another marathon, get like, maybe do some fucking ultra thing. Is this risky? Probably. Sorry, I'm trying to get a sick angle. Maybe do like another, I don't know what I'm doing with the ankles. I'm just trying to get loads of fucking weird shit in. Maybe announce another ultra or do some fucked up physical task. I don't know, that feels more me than chilling out. And yeah, I guess I certainly don't feel like I'm at the position where I can financially chill out for the rest of my life. But when I've built a business that's running fairly well without me present, granted for a week or so, yeah, there's the temptation to be like, let's just relax more and more. But it actually makes me want to do the opposite. Makes me want to go like fucking demon mode. Christ. So, yeah, that's one thing I've noticed, and in the nature of documenting the journey, I just fucking say what I'm thinking, don't I? And it's always very introspective and probably sounds negative by default, but it's not. That's just, yeah, that's another thing. What else is there to say? I don't want to ramble too much. I've already rambled fucking loads in this episode. Let me see. So yeah, a few points. This is probably my most rambly episode to date because I was trying to navigate walking around a fucking resort. Still got mains in my arm, to be fair. But yeah, looking forward to the first event on Friday. I'm filming this on Monday, 1st of May. We're doing our first proper event, which is sold out pretty quick. We added some more seats. That's on Friday, 5th of May, that'll be sick. And then we've got one coming later next month, June, in London, and then one in Marbella. And then maybe a much bigger Marbella thing, which would be a similar setup to this. So I'm very excited about that. But yeah, I still need to record my 1-year Space Goods review video, which I haven't done because I wanted to do that with like my proper mic and shit, but maybe I'll do it later tonight because it's just me in the villa right now because I refused a day trip so I could get down with some more work, surprisingly enough. So yeah, fuck, I guess that's an episode. It's probably a really shit one. Hopefully I can get a good thumbnail. I'm literally posing for them now. Yeah, the tan has come back, but the physique's gone to shit, so we're gonna get back on it. I might actually do like a summer shreds series or some bullshit. Oh yeah, that was the other point I was gonna mention. So I realised I need to take the pod way more seriously. I've done like 7 pods out here, as in 4 of my own, and then 3 as me on a guest on other ones. I love doing it in high production studios. They don't seem to have that in London, at least not for like a non-ridiculous price, i.e. like £1,000 per episode. But yeah, I've actually also thought about almost getting like a full-time videographer and going like full YouTube spec. I don't know if anyone would be interested in that, to see like more behind the scenes. I probably wouldn't have an interesting enough life to have someone full-time, but if they were just to make it 1 video a week or something, where it's like doc the journey, but actually like behind the scenes spec, like training, day in the life sort of shit. I don't know if I'm just exposing myself to potential ridicule too much, but I guess I've already gone pretty far with that. Fuck me, your hair's fluffy. So yeah, if anyone's interested in seeing that, let me know if I should bother doing that. But I guess currently it's the pod and doc the journey, and doc has become a little bit more vloggy in these sort of episodes. I keep thinking the camera's here, it's actually here. But yeah, on that note, I'll catch you next episode. Subscribe to the pod. I promise I'm going to take it more seriously. I can't promise I'll hit 100k subs this year because we're pretty far off target so far, 4 months into the year, can't lie. But I'm definitely going to be as consistent as possible and force myself to take it more seriously. Looking forward to meeting a lot of you on Friday. And yeah, fuck it, see you in the next episode.